What if I told you that being a brilliant child does not guarantee success in life? And what if I told you that some of the children we ignore today are the very ones who will save us tomorrow? And what if I told you that many homes are slowly destroying their children, not with hatred, but with comparison and favoritism? Please watch carefully. This story is not just a story. It is a mirror. And as it unfolds, you may recognize a home you know, or a mistake you are already making. In the bustling city of Port Harcourt, where the sound of generators blended with the children's laughter and the smell of roadside food filled the air, there lived a man named Mr. Badmus and his beautiful wife, Mrs. Priscilla Badmus. They were not rich, but they were comfortable. Their home stood along Sweet Valley Street, a modest bungalow with faded yellow paint and a small veranda where the family often sat at the evenings to catch fresh air. God has blessed them with 3 handsome sons, each different, each unique, each carrying a destiny of his own. The first son was Kelvin Badmus, a quiet and gentle boy. He had eyes that seemed to understand pain before words were spoken. He was not loud, not troublesome, and not outstanding in class. But he noticed everything. The second son was Jayden Badmus, bright, cheerful, and quick with schoolworks. Teachers loved him. Books made sense to him. He always knew the answers. And the youngest was Giovanni Badmus, playful and full of life. He loved to sing, dance, and tell stories around the compound. Laughter followed him wherever he went. Their home was full of life, but also full of problems that grew bigger with each passing year. Mr. Badmus loved his son, the second one, Jayden, with a love so loud it could not be hidden. It was not that he hated Kelvin and Giovanni, but his affection for Jayden was like the sun, while his love for the others felt like distant stars. Every evening, when Mr. Badmus returned from his pharmacy, he was a retired pharmacist, his voice will echo through the house. "Daddy's boy, my son, come and see what Papa brought for you." Jayden would run out happily. Sometimes it was chin-chin, sometimes soft drink, sometimes a new shoe. Kelvin and Giovanni would stand quietly by the doorway, watching. They would exchange understanding looks, then return silently to their homework or chores. The pain of being overlooked settled into their hearts like dust on old furniture. Mrs. Priscilla Badmus could not keep quiet. Many nights after the children had gone to bed, she would speak to her husband. "My husband, please," she would beg softly. "Even if you love Jayden more, don't make it obvious. They are all your children. They all came from my womb. When you bring gifts for only Jayden, don't you see the sadness in Kelvin's eyes? Don't you notice that Giovanni no longer sings?" Mr. Badmus would wave his hand dismissively. "Woman, you worry too much. I work hard for my money. I can spend it how I choose. Besides, the others are fine. They have food and a roof over their head." "But they need their father's love too," Mrs. Priscilla insisted. "They have your love," he replied. "But Jayden is special. He is brilliant. Have you seen his report card? All A's. That boy will fulfill my dream of becoming a medical doctor. What I couldn't achieve, he will lift this family out of poverty. That is where my investment should go." And indeed, Jayden was brilliant. Teachers praised him constantly. He won prizes. His notebooks were neat. His uniform always pressed. But Kelvin struggled. He stared at textbooks for hours, words swimming on the page, but he was good with his hands. He fixed broken gadgets, helped neighbors settle disputes, assisted his mother endlessly. But these things carried no marks. Giovanni struggled even more. Numbers confused him. Reading tired him. But his voice could calm storms. His stories could make grown men laugh. Still, these gifts meant nothing to Mr. Badmus. "This is why I focus on Jayden," he would say. "The other two are not serious." The years passed. When Kelvin entered secondary school, his father paid only his basic fees, nothing extra. When Jayden entered the same school 2 years later, Mr. Badmus bought textbooks, a calculator, a new bag, and paid for extra lessons. Mrs. Priscilla watched with a heavy heart. She compensated with love. She woke early to pack their clothes, saved money from her small snacks business, told them stories at night. "My sons," she would say, "your worth is not in grades. God has a plan. The race of life is not always won by the swift." Kelvin held these words tightly. He did not grow bitter. Time came for Kelvin to enter into the university. This time around, he and Jayden was to get enrolled in University of Benin, as Jayden did so well that in SS1 his father said no need to finish secondary school. So he jumped 2 classes and wrote WAEC with Kelvin. His results were excellent, and Mr. Badmus went over the roof in celebration. Kelvin also passed his WAEC, but he wasn't celebrated as he had more C's than A's. Kelvin studied psychology at the University of Benin. Jayden studied medicine and surgery. Mr. Badmus boasted everywhere, "My son, the future doctor." But favoritism followed them to university. Kelvin struggled, sometimes 1 meal a day. Mama Priscilla sold more goods to support him. Jayden, on the other hand, never lacked. Kelvin hustled, typing assignments, selling recharge cards, barbing hair. Jayden focused only on his books. Then graduation came. Kelvin made a second class lower. Jayden, on the other hand, made a second class upper. They returned home. Jayden was celebrated, but Kelvin was ignored by his father. His mother celebrated him. Then jobs became scarce. Jayden felt once he graduated, employers would be at his beck and call. Jobs would be waiting, begging him to take. So he relaxed. Kelvin, on the other hand, kept pushing. He spent his days submitting CVs to different companies. He spent days and nights learning soft skills that can be added to his resume. He didn't relent. His mother, Mama Priscilla, would always encourage him. "Don't give up, my son. Push harder." Those words brought peace and courage to Kelvin, and he never relented. Then one hot afternoon, while Kelvin was helping his mother at the shop, while scrolling his phone, he received a mail that shocked him. An oil and gas company in Lagos wanted him for an interview. He quickly rushed home and told his father. To his utmost surprise, Mr. Badmus dismissed it. He thought, which oil company will employ an unintelligent person? But weeks later, the offer came. 800,000 monthly. Silence filled the house. Kelvin moved to Lagos. He supported everyone, paid bills, repaired the house, sent money even to his father. On the other hand, Jayden was experiencing what he has never felt before: rejection. And he wasn't prepared for it. For the first time, brilliance failed him. One night, he said quietly, "Daddy, you never thought me failure could happen to anyone. What is happening to me? I thought you said brilliance is all it takes to be successful. Then why am I failing? His mother, Mama Priscilla, listened by the window. She felt pity for her son. One evening, she went to his room while he was moody. Jayden, my son, she said, I know how you feel, and it's normal. But I want you to know, you are not failing at all. Sometimes life does not go as planned. The road may be smooth today and rough tomorrow. But your approach to situations are what matters most. Get up there. Go and meet your brother, Kelvin, in Lagos. Apply to hospitals. You will definitely succeed. Jayden's spirit was lifted. The next day, he set out to Lagos. Not long, Mr. Badmus fell ill. Kelvin paid the hospital bills. And one day, Kelvin sat by his father's bed. And Mr. Badmus finally spoke. Not in anger this time around, but calmly. I was wrong, he said. I compared my children and blinded myself. Kelvin held his father's hand. You didn't destroy me, he said softly. You prepared me. I am who I am today because of the lessons I learned. Back in Lagos, Jayden learned to be humble. He became helpful in his neighborhood. Soon, he joined a volunteering team to cater to aged people without being paid. 8 months later, he landed a role at the Lagos Teaching Hospital as a medical doctor. Giovanni, who has also started his university degree, was also doing well in his music career. Mr. Badmus and Mrs. Priscilla were so happy. Finally, all their children were functioning in their various capacity and God's given gift. And they were forever grateful. Children are not competitors. They are not copies. They are not investments. They are different seeds. Love them equally or watch regret grow. So story lovers, we have come to the end of today's story. I know you enjoyed it. Please don't forget to share your thoughts down in the comment section. And if you have been watching without subscribing, what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button, like, share with your friends and family, and stay tuned because we have so much coming your way. Once again, it's Tale Time with Udoka. See you in our next video and bye for now.